conversation with her. Oh my God, hi. Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
How are you doing? How's everything?
Everything is good. I'm good. How are you?
I am good too. I'm so excited to chat with you, Jessica. I was going
Thank
through your
you.
social media and you are such an inspiring girl. I'm
Thank
so happy
you.
to have you to conversation with me.
I'm so happy to meet you virtually.
Tell me how's everything back home? What's happening with you?
After the crowning moment of the next Putri Indonesia 2020, and there's pandemic happening in Indonesia and everywhere around the world. So most of the activity that I do is from home. So basically, I going back to be an entrepreneur to continue
Wow.
my family business in furniture industry, and then I also, of course, taking care of the children in AIDS commissions, and also sometimes I do like entertainment job like for the television and also photo shoot, but there's no like so many activities outside the house because I prefer to keep my healthy, safe, and everyone safe at home. So yeah, it's so
And
picky
how is the
to
situation in
take.
Indonesia? How is everything back home? Like, are there a lot of corona cases, or how is the situation in your country?
I don't really know the real situation, but from the news that I read, like the number of the people who are infected with the coronavirus is always like it's still going increase and increasing because
Okay.
I don't know why, because maybe people still think that coronavirus is not that bad or it's not that dangerous. But I think it's by doing the right thing, by using masks and keep our body clean and distance our body from another. I think it's that's the best way to keep our body healthy.
It is actually, it is a very messed up time, to be honest. It's a scary time, Jessica. What have you
Yeah,
learned from this time? Because honestly, we haven't seen something like this. At least our generation has not seen something like this. So, how are you keeping calm?
I think yeah, this is actually the situation that we never think that it's gonna
Exactly.
happen in real life because it's like a movie, right? And then
Yes.
the first time I know this virus is, I was so scared. I was so scared to go outside the house, and because the news is also like very say that the number of the people who are infected with coronavirus is still increasing in Indonesia and everything. But then I think that if we can do the protocols, like if we go outside, we have to wear our masks and we have to use
Exactly.
hand sanitizer all the time. I think I mean, like, it's the best way to us to keep calm and do what's important to our life. And also, I learned that this situation make us to be more grateful for everything that we have because it's affect in many things like in business and everything. It's going down, but yeah, it's time to be grateful and use our time as positive as we can.
Wow. Now, Jessica, let me go back to the start. I was actually watching your introduction of Miss Supranational, and I saw that you always wanted to be a princess to have that
Yeah, that's
crown. Is
right.
that right?
Yeah, that's right. Because since I
So,
was
is
I
that
know
where your love for pageant started? That's where
yeah,
your
yeah.
love for pageant started.
Yeah, because I think that beauty pageant is so cute when a beautiful girl, like beautiful inside and outside, wearing crown like a princess, like the real princess in life. And then like when I saw them finish and I graduated from university,
Okay.
I tried to join Putri Indonesia, which is Miss Indonesia, maybe in English. Putri Indonesia for the first time. I competed in West Java, my province. And
Okay.
then I felt at that time because I got first runner up, so I didn't send to the national competition. And then I didn't give up. I tried one more time in the next year, which is 2019. And then I didn't expect anything because when I get to the national competition, I was already so happy because from the national competition, which is Putri Indonesia Jawa Barat, I already have a crown. So I think like I'm already reached my dream as a princess. And then when when the host and when the competition said that I made it to top three Putri Indonesia, I was like so shocked and I didn't expect anything. And then like, yeah, but I was so grateful at that time because I think that's the moment that changed me a lot. A year in 2019, I think that's the best year that happening to my life.
So that little girl who wanted to be a princess and have a crown, is that girl happy now to have achieved so much?
Yeah, I'm so happy, of course, and I'm so grateful for everything that I have. But actually, when I was girl, maybe I think like a princess is just like doing the things as a princess, like walking
Yeah.
with a crown and everything. But in reality, in Putri Indonesia, that we have to work so hard as a princess. We have to do so many things, but in a good way, and that's what makes me the person I am right now.
It is absolutely. And also having represented your country, wearing that
Yeah, right.
Indonesia. How was the experience? Tell me all about it. How was the experience of being called Indonesia on Miss Supranational platform?
I'm so grateful that I can represent Indonesia to the international competition, which is Miss Supranational, because I think Miss Supranational is an organization that very family oriented. So
It is.
whenever you are not be the first or you are not be the Miss Supranational 2019, but they treat you like a family. That's the most special thing in Miss Supranational, I think. And the journey was so hard, I think, because there were so much up and downs during the process, during the journey to Miss Supranational 2019. But I'm grateful for everything because that makes me try to improve what I have, like in catwalk, because I was not good in catwalk. I didn't know how to do catwalk. I didn't know how to speak in front of public. And yeah, that year, last year, I learned so much about that and become the person better right now.
I think, yes, being in pageant, it actually makes you feel confident about yourself. And I can see that confidence in you, when you're speaking to me. And I think you have represented your country beautifully, Jessica.
Thank you. But actually, I didn't expect that I also could be in top five in Miss Supranational because like when I came to Poland, like I feel like it's my holiday because I really love Europe because I actually love like old buildings, architecture and everything. But then when I came to Poland and I met everyone from the beautiful girls from other countries and then like the Supra family, I feel so grateful and I enjoy the moment so much. I think that's the moment that I will never forget in my life.
And what do you miss the most about your Supra family? Because I think Poland trip was amazing and all the pictures and all the
Yeah,
videos, it actually speaks a lot. So tell me, what do you miss the most about Poland?
of course, I miss my Supra family so much and all the girls, my Supra sisters, because 2 weeks of quarantine makes me like feels I already was so close to them. And then when the time has finished that we have to go back to our countries, I felt want to cry. And then like the last time I met Andre and Mr. Gerhard after the grand final, I was like, I really want to cry. Because I think it's so sad and I don't know when can I meet them again because I think there will not be a moment happening again like that.
Absolutely. And also, when you were announced as a second runner-up and you went back home, how was the reception back home? How were your, like your family members, your fans? How was the reception like? How did your life change after going back to your country?
Of course, they are so happy because the previous year, um, the previous Miss Supranational Indonesia 2018, it's
Okay.
from it's Kawilda. She
Okay.
made it to top five, and she got third runner up. And I was
Okay.
like, oh my god, if I couldn't make the top five again, I will like I was so scared, but I feel like I did my best for everything. So everything that happened now, even though I didn't make it anything in Miss Supranational, I got the family in Miss Supranational, and I have Supra sister. I think like that. But yeah, maybe the destiny or God picked me to be one of the top five, and I was so grateful. And people here in Indonesia, especially pageant lovers Indonesia, like very grateful for my achievement, and they wish the next supranational the next Miss Supranational Indonesia can make it better.
Who are you in touch with her? I actually spoke to her and I think she's a beautiful contestant again. I think
Yeah,
Indonesia has such beautiful girls, and I
yeah,
do, to all of you, you all are amazing. I think, and even the fans are amazing. The kind of love they give, it is so
yeah,
good.
right. Yeah,
It is,
because
yes.
here in Indonesia, I think pageant lovers in Indonesia is very like so many people here is aware to a beauty pageant because they already know that beauty pageant is not always about beauty but also
Yeah.
what the person have.
And also, Jessica, I have to say this that you have been one of the most compassionate beauty queens ever. As I said, I was really reading about you. I was looking at your interviews and your pictures. And I also saw that you have been doing a project called ADHA House in Bogor, West Java, for the past 3 years. So tell me, what was it that, connected you to that project? What was it about that project that you are so compassionate about it?
So sorry, is this the project with
Your project, yes. ADHA
the
House.
children? Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was actually happening 3 years ago because there was like a social event, and
Okay.
I got the invitation from that event, and I was like very interested to come, and I met the children for the first time, and then I decided at that time to be the volunteers to the children who are infected with HIV/AIDS disease because I think that these children are the future of our generations. And
Definitely, yeah.
yeah, and I feel that what happening to them is not because of their fault, because they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing, and they were born in with that disease. I think it's very sad, and most of their parents already passed away. So the first thing they and the most important thing they really need is the emotional support from others, because here in Indonesia sometimes that the people who are infected with HIV/AIDS disease still like got discrimination from other, because like other people really scared that the disease will infect it to them too. But actually it's not that easy to infect it with HIV/AIDS disease as long as we can learn, and as long as we know how to communicate with them, because it's only happen when you do like yeah from the blood and also from the special things.
But I think you have to be
And
very strong for that. And I think you are doing that phenomenally well. I mean, like, we really adore you for doing that project. And it is very emotional to see kids like that. So, what was the most challenging part for you? And I'm sure that sometimes you have to hold your tears also not to cry in front of them. So, tell me, what was the most challenging part for you?
I think the most challenging part, because they are still kids and they
Yeah.
are very young, I think sometimes their emotional is still not